Okay, in this episode of Teenage, the Tortoise and the Hare,
Yes.
we were talking about something critical, something important, something that is needed for everybody, which is...
Why Marion Cooper became the symbol of America.
Okay, you failed me.
Okay, do it again.
No, that was good. All right. The most critical thing is that you are a media company. You need to get your message out there no matter what business you are. Getting your message out there is most important. And Kirk's got some stories and some other stuff to go with it.
That's it.
Oh, and we're here. Check this out. We're at a koi pond, good setting.
That's wow. It's nice.
I mean, what
Beautiful
better place? Beautiful
McNair.
day. That's right.
McNair.
I think I have it pointing at me.
Probably.
There we go.
Doesn't matter.
Now we can get started.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? Sales.
Sales. We're going to talk about sales and the mindset that we're introducing or building for our clients,
Okay.
potential clients.
Okay. One of the things I was hoping to do with T&H, for now, like to some degree, was have some of these stories we could talk about, whether it's a book tale or some other story. One thing that I was thinking about, and I don't know if this is relevant, it's like how a guy by the name of Marion Cooper became the symbol for America. How that happened, and why that's important to a small business owner.
Okay.
And
Have you done a book tip on this?
No.
All right.
No, there's just a general thought about becoming a media company, why it's important. Like if you're, the way Gary Vaynerchuk puts it, if you're a dentist, you're a media company, comma, dentist. You're a media company, comma, plumber. Media company, comma, real estate agent, real estate professional, investor, whatever. So whatever it is that you are today, you have to turn yourself into a media company. And part of the value and why that is. So to some degree, you were always a media company. And people throw that word around a lot, and I don't think they know what it means, really. At least I didn't. Like, I had to think about it. When we talk about, media is a media, it's multiple for medium. It's a plural for a medium. It's, think about like an electric tube as a medium to get electricity from one point to another. Same thing with like media. It's whether you're trying to get a communication from your face to their face. That's the medium. The medium is either video, right, like this, or it's audio, or it's like a podcast, radio, anchor, whatever it is, or it's written, and you write something and then you hand it over.
Right.
The internet has made that very different than what it used to be in the past. In the past, there was like, these guys on the top that were that they literally, like radio, for instance, was airwaves. And you had to have access to very expensive, very specialized equipment that could blast out these airwaves out in the air to get your face's voice into someone else's face's ear, right? That's how it worked. You sat, Sally and Joe sat at home, listened to the radio. Some guy was sitting at the radio and said, listen to me, this is 5 o'clock news. And how did he get to that guy? Because he was a fuckhead, probably. Like, he'd kissed enough ass. Was he really the best guy for the job? Who knows?
Yeah.
Right? There's 10 million people who might have been able to do it. We'll never know because there was only one spot. It was a limited amount of resources, right? So that's how the world has always been up until like 2004 when social media, Web 2.0 started really picking up with Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, blah, blah, blah.
Distribution was at only a few points for distribution.
Yeah.
And now anyone can distribute. So they flipped it.
They flipped the model from this top down, you have to be ivory tower, pie in the sky, whatever it is. Now everybody with a phone, which is pretty much, there's more phones in the world than people, which is crazy. More iPhones or more smartphones than people. Everyone with a phone is essentially a media company because they are a transmitter of medium. or video, audio, written.
Yeah.
That makes sense? Okay. So the whole Marion Cooper idea, how it ties back in.
So who's Marion Cooper?
So Marion Cooper was the symbol of America
Symbol of America.
from like 1940 to really today to some degree. And
I've never heard of him.
he changed his name from Marion Cooper to John Wayne.
John Wayne. Okay.
So it's John Wayne. And he leveraged the technology of video to become a symbol to millions of people for generation after generation after generation. The Duke. And he did it very consciously. He thought about it. He wasn't perfect at first. If you watch his stuff in the 20s and 30s, they're weird, and even for that time, he worked at a low-level studio. And he
I
did
haven't
this
seen
regular-
very many of his films. Have you?
Yeah, I've been
How
very
many?
interested.
Give me a number.
40.
40? You've seen
I mean,
40 of his
like-
films?
Probably, because some of his shorter early ones are
Damn.
short.
All right.
He
So
did
you
a whole
did your
bunch.
research then?
Yeah, like I'm interested in early film especially. So I was
Okay.
interested in and John Wayne, all these guys changed their names.
Okay, hold on. Do you have a favorite?
A favorite person?
No. A favorite one of his movies.
Oh, Rio Bravo.
Rio Bravo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So if I watch one, I have to watch that one.
Yeah, no.
All right. There you go. You have a homework assignment.
Yeah, come watch Rio Bravo.
Rio Bravo. All right.
Well, and you'll notice in that film, the first 5 minutes, there's no dialogue really. There's like one or two lines. So you get all the action of him and this guy called Dean Martin. This is his real name.
Okay.
And you've probably heard of Dean Martin, which isn't his real
Is
name
it
actually.
the D. Martin?
It's Dean Martin. He's a very good actor actually. It's not Dean Martin's not his real name, just like John
They
Wayne's
all
not.
made up their names.
They all made up their names for and that's actually the point I'm trying to
Their
get at.
personas.
There's a reason I'm talking about Marion Cooper. And the idea of what he was doing was John Wayne developed this persona. And so this first 5 minutes, what was going on, you'll see John Wayne very purposefully as this big-shouldered, manly man who always does the right thing. That's how he became America. He didn't talk a lot. He was strong, willful, and he always did the right thing. Whatever the right thing happened to be, whatever he did was the right thing. And he also did something that's interesting with imagery. So he would purposely throughout his whole career, he would get very big hero shots, which is a shot from below up with him, and in the background you'll see bull horns. So there's association throughout his whole career of him and horns, bull horns. So it's like a bull man.
So he had this character across all his films.
Well, John Wayne is the character. He's Marion Cooper is the point. His real name is, it's like
Okay.
Kirk Barbera becomes Superman, whatever. He invented that whole persona. So he was really good at inventing this persona. Now, what does it have to do with you in a small business, a real estate agent?
Yeah, now get back to the point.
So the
20
point
minutes
is,
later.
The point is, that's why I want to talk
But we
about
gave
it
them
ahead
a
of time.
homework assignment,
Yeah.
so it's good.
I want to talk about this ahead of time, or so I have some ideas.
I like
ahead of
it.
time.
Keep going.
But the point is, he developed this persona
Huh?
to create an image to be a symbol. And today, even if you're not a symbol for 300 million people, even if you're just a symbol for 3,000 people, you're still becoming a symbol. And one of the ways to do it is to just do it. He wasn't an expert at first, right? He just started doing it and doing it and doing it. He got better.
That's the answer to everybody. You talk
Yeah.
about all the time that Gary Vaynerchuk, who probably everybody watching this knows, sucked at first.
Yeah,
Like
if
in
you
his
watch,
wine library videos.
yeah, if you watch. So one of the objections we get at Real Elite of why I don't want to do this right now is people are afraid that they don't know what they're going to say or how good they're going to look. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to suck. When you first start this, you're going to suck. So embrace the suck.
Yes, embrace the suck.
Embrace it and just do it, because it's just like the
This
first.
should be a meme. Embrace the suck.
Embrace the suck. Well, I was
You're
trying to
gonna
make it a
suck
meme.
at it at first.
Yeah, you're gonna suck at it first. So, but just do it. It's just like when you go door-to-door sales, or if you're a real estate agent and you're shaking hands for the first time, you suck at first, and then you get better. It's the same thing as our whole point of this company is, this is the evolution of sales. Sales now requires that you are online, that you turn yourself into a media company, that otherwise you're not going to be relevant, and you're going to miss opportunities.
There's somebody right now watching this that we are selling right now.
Yes.
By watching this.
It's
Now,
already
it might not be a direct, hey, you need to buy right now, but they're liking what they're listening. They've been listening to or watching a few of our episodes. They saw us on this meme. They saw our website over here. They saw their friend over there that got real elite videos created. And they're going to call out to us, reach out to us, and then we help them. This is the future.
So if you think about it, like, the purpose of all of this is to get more sales, to grow your company. That's the whole point. Otherwise, don't do it. If you're satisfied with what you have and you have 50 clients and sometimes you lose somebody but you gain 1 or 2 more, and that's all you want, that's great. And stay there. You don't need to do video.
But you'll lose.
You might
in
lose
5 years.
Well, it depends on how big you want to be. So,
I guess that's true.
Like, I do think it's true that you'll always be able to have a small, very small, livable business, more than likely, from just physically going out and meeting people. Because all video allows you to do is to reach people that you normally wouldn't be able to reach. It scales the unscalable. So if you can go out and knock on doors, build that reputation for a small community of people, then great. Now the danger, like you're saying, is that somebody else comes in, they do the video, they steal all your shit, and you're out. So yeah, maybe it's true. Maybe in 5 years, you could lose everything if you don't do video.
But even if they go that route, that's a harder route.
To use video?
To not use video. It's a harder route to try and maintain clients, the touches that you need to have, all those different things. Video is easy. You set it up and you sit here and talk in front of it. And then you can put it out there. Or you can hire somebody like us, we'll do it for you, and you'll have it out there. And then you can reuse these videos. It's encapsulated. You can put it out there again and again and again and again. Throwback Thursday, boom, right there.
Yes, part of the value of doing video, creating yourself into a media company, just to give you a framework of how to think about this, is an analogy I'm working on that Marco doesn't like, but it's a good analogy.
I just said it needs improvement.
I just call it the staircase of relationships.
Of relationships?
Yeah. Well,
right.
Staircase of sales. But this is true like of dating. This is true of friendships and business relationships. Whatever it is, when you first interact with people, even if you have a good vibe of that person, you don't feel nearly as strong about that person as you do on the 7th time of meeting that person in some situation, right? And this is why it's very helpful if you go to some of the same events, like a sporting event, or like where you're in a sports league and you see, let's say, a girl, if you're dating, you see that girl over and over again. A lot of times that can easily build the relationship over time, just one step at a time. But the staircase, like the idea for videos, what I'm talking about, because our whole thing, what we want you to do, this is our right hook, I guess, in Gary's, like, we want to sell you this. Constant video production. We will come out to you and we will do lots of videos. So we'll help you do 4 videos a month, 8 videos a month, 16 videos, whatever you want. We'll do a whole bunch so you have tons of content that you can release and try to build that ecosystem. So the reason you want to do that, not just one video. That was the model of the past. You get $1,000 and you put one video together and boom. If you don't believe me, that was the minimum cost for a video, low end. So today we're trying to do cheaper than that, 8 videos. So and even cheaper for we have different style products. The reason you want to do a lot of video production is what I call the staircase of relationships, or the staircase of sales. Picture a staircase, right? Each step of the stair is one video that you produce. And this can go forever and ever and ever. Just the
Stairway to heaven.
Stairway to heaven, baby. The point is that each step is one video. Take a woman, Sally, who's going to sell her, I go back to real estate agent. If you're a real estate agent, she wants to sell her home, or she might sell her home at some point in the future.
We need to increase your name repertoire.
Yeah, okay.
You're always using the same names. We need some suggestions.
Yeah,
Put some comments of names that Kirk needs to add to his repertoire. So when he does these examples, he's getting out of his realm of Sally's and Joe's.
So give me Teresa. Let's take Teresa.
All right, Teresa.
So Teresa at some point is going to sell her home, right? Okay, she doesn't know at this moment let's say you meet her at a coffee shop, you hit it off, you tell her you're a real estate agent, give her your card, she says she has a house, she's vaguely thinking about it, but she's not really thinking about it seriously. I'm sure you've all run into that situation a lot, where they're not really serious about it. So the point is, you get her into your ecosystem. You want to get her on your Facebook page, let's say. Maybe you produce a video once or twice a week. She doesn't see the first 4 videos, but she sees the 5th video. Think about the stairs. She sees the 5th video for just a couple seconds. She's like, oh, I remember that person. It's nice. She doesn't even watch the whole fucking thing. She just watched like 5 seconds. But she recognizes you for a second. That's a win. Now you keep producing it.
You're refreshed in her mind.
Yeah, you're top of mind. Now she's like, oh yeah, I remember that person. And then the 6th video, the 7th video, the 8th video. She doesn't see any of those. She sees the 12th video. And now you produce a video that she actually wants to see for whatever reason, right? You talk about how, we're at the McNay. We talk about how the McNay is a great place to visit. She never thought about that, and she visits it because you talked about it. Boom, there's a win. Then she doesn't see the 13th, 14th, 15th, blah, 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 so on. The 21st video, she sees it. She doesn't see the next couple. On video 30, she sees it, and she's ready to buy or to sell her house. So now you have that cohesion. If you didn't produce all 31 videos, you're going to miss her.
You literally have the possibility of touching every single person on this planet that has connection to the internet. And if you're not making the effort to achieve that, to get your message out there, then you're losing. You need to be putting yourself in that position, because when you do that, the future unfolds for you. That's the mentality that ultimately you need to have. How can we reach everybody? Video is the easiest way to do it.
And I would say that's true, and add, don't even think 7 billion. Think about the 7,000 that are in your community that have this in your pocket that you can reach tomorrow. Because the reality is you're not going to reach 7 billion. No one's going to reach 7 billion. But maybe somebody out there.
Zuckerberg's working on it.
Yeah, it's true. He's got 2 billion. That's true. That's a good point. But for the most part, like, just think about the 100 people that you're not reaching, the 5 people you're not reaching that you physically can't, because you can't be everywhere at once, that you can reach because they have a movie theater, a newspaper, a radio in their pocket. That's it. And that's what we help you do. I know there's a lot to think about with that. That's all we think about.